Thank you very much. Just how much time I have?
7 minutes.
7 minutes. Can you take yours? So the first question is, why are we doing cloud? Why are we doing and implementing this new technology? And the answer is, there's clear business benefits, and there's clear technical benefits as well. So as my colleague Imran discussed, the national hybrid cloud is probably the most flexible architecture for the cloud that is available today. It allows you to keep the personal, sensitive, private, confidential data on premises or in the country. It has a connector to the public cloud, and it allows you to transfer the data to the public cloud should you decide that it is okay to do so, right? So I'm going to talk about public cloud as a piece of this national cloud architecture, and I'm going to advocate for the higher use of public cloud in our scenarios, no matter if we're talking about national clouds or clouds for Europe. It's all going to be the combination of the heterogeneous environment, but I would like to advocate for the use, for the better use of public cloud. And why? Because clearly, public cloud is the most effective, cost-effective solution. Cost-effective solution, right? The economy of scale, the savings that we can achieve when we use public cloud go from anywhere from 20 times to 70 times, depending on the economy of scale. Now, there's risks, and we always need to evaluate the benefits versus the risks or the concerns. And the concerns are data protection, data location, data privacy, compliance, security, and reliability. So these are the topics that compose what I call the cloud trust topic. Okay? This gentleman is our Senior Vice President of Legal and Corporate Affairs. He is advocating that the governments and the public sector will never use the technologies that they don't trust. However, the governments really steered the pot around the trust in the information technology arena, and we like to say that the government, we have to work with the governments and the public sector customers in order to restore that trust. So, in order to increase the pace of moving to the cloud, we need to advocate for the trust in the cloud, or the trustworthy cloud. Cloud is trustworthy if we can address the following topics: cybersecurity, data privacy, compliance, and transparency. And when you're choosing your cloud provider or cloud providers, you should always spend time and evaluate cybersecurity, privacy, compliance, and transparency. So, cybersecurity. We are living in the internet world. Internet is designed as unsecure network. Many years ago in cities, unsecured network. So we need to make sure that the technologies that we use, both hardware and software, over this unsecured network are secure. The more IT we use, the more cloud we use, the higher cyber threats we face. Cyber threats is just one piece. The second piece is the protection, the physical protection, right? And the big cloud providers, the big public cloud providers like Google, Amazon, Microsoft, we have data centers. You need to evaluate the physical protection of those data centers as well, right? And finally, the topic around encryption. Evaluate your cloud providers on these 4 sub-areas. Encryption must happen. completely in end-user to end-user communication, in data center to data center communication. Data must be encrypted while it is at rest in the data centers, and data must be encrypted when there is a communication from the end user to the data center as well. So these are the sub-areas that you need to evaluate when you are choosing your cloud provider. And on this slide, I actually listed out the detailed areas around cybersecurity, privacy, compliance, transparency. So I address cybersecurity. I want to spend time talking about privacy, data location. Evaluate your cloud providers on the implementation of the golden privacy standards. Golden privacy standards today are, it used to be safe harbor standard that defines the rules for data transfer from European Union, European Economic Area to United States. But also, EU model clauses is the golden standard for data transfer outside of EU. Choose your cloud providers, the ones who implement this golden standard. 1 minute, right? So, Article Working Party 29 is the ultimate data protection authority in Europe. It did provide the endorsement to some of the cloud providers, including Microsoft, on data protection. And again, there isn't a higher body in Europe, in European Union today, that is more credible in order to endorse that a certain cloud provider complies to data privacy. Now, compliance is around standards. The first data privacy standard available for the cloud is 2018. It was ratified in July. Again, assess your cloud providers against the compliance. And transparency, make sure that you know where your data is and what your data is used for by the cloud provider. So with these topics addressed, and with these topics really going deep into the discussion, this group of people will actually increase the trust in the cloud and use public cloud in the areas where it really makes sense to use with very low risk and very huge cost savings. Thank you very much.